You know, when you think of Victorian England, there's this one family name that just looms large in art and literature: Rossetti. But here's the thing. Within that single name, you have two totally distinct voices, two brilliant minds. Today, we're going to dive deep into the world of the Rossettis, but we're really going to focus on the profound, and let's be honest, often overlooked genius of Christina Rossetti. We want to figure out what makes her voice still hit so hard, even today. Come buy our orchard fruits. Come buy, come buy. It's such a simple line, right? But this is the tempting, dangerous call at the very heart of Christina Rossetti's most famous poem. It's a line that just pulls you in, mixing this incredible sweetness with a sense of dread. And that tension, that's exactly where we're going to start.
Because really, that's the core question, isn't it? What happens when the thing you want most is also the thing that could destroy you? This isn't just some old-fashioned Victorian problem, it's a timeless human puzzle, and Rossetti just explores it with this incredible depth and feeling.
Okay, so first things first. To really get Christina, you have to understand the whole Rossetti legacy. She and her brother, Dante Gabriel, were a total creative powerhouse. But, and this is the interesting part, they channeled all that energy in fascinatingly different ways.
And you can really see the difference when you put them side by side. Dante Gabriel, he was the painter-poet. He was a huge deal in the Pre-Raphaelite movement, and his work is just filled with this rich, sensual, mythological imagery. Christina, on the other hand, she was the introspective poet. Her focus was completely inward. It was all about faith, devotion, and the spirit. Sure, they both talked about love and death, but they were coming at it from completely different worlds.
So what is it that really defines Christina's voice? What makes it so different? Let's get to the core of her unique genius and really explore the faith and feeling that makes her poetry last. It all really boils down to this idea: introspective verse. Her work is basically a journey into the inner world. She wasn't just writing about things that happened. She was dissecting these deep spiritual and emotional experiences with a kind of raw honesty that was, well, it was rare and incredibly powerful. It's like her poetry becomes a mirror for your own inner world. And her poetry is just wrestling with all these huge internal conflicts. You've got the classic battle between earthly desire and spiritual duty, right? The tough journey of faith, the way we cling to memories, and something that's so important, the inner lives of women who are dealing with some massive societal restrictions. And nowhere, and I mean nowhere, are these themes more vivid than in her masterpiece, Goblin Market. It's this incredible tale of temptation, sacrifice, and ultimately redemption. So the story revolves around three key players. You've got Laura, the sister who gives in to the goblin's tempting fruits. Then there's her sister, Lizzie, who is the brave protector. And, of course, you have the goblin merchants themselves, these bizarre creatures selling dangerous, enchanted treats. The poem unfolds like this powerful allegory. First, there's the temptation, that seductive call of the goblins. Then comes indulgence, when Laura eats the fruit and gets desperately sick. And then we get to the most crucial moment, sacrifice. Lizzie confronts the goblins, not to fight them, but to endure their abuse just to get the cure for her sister. And that act leads to the final step, redemption. It turns out that sisterly love is the ultimate saving grace. But hold on, it's not just some simple religious story. A lot of people read Goblin Market as a really sharp feminist commentary. I mean, think about it. In an era that was super strict about female desire, this poem explores it so openly. And more importantly, it offers redemption through female solidarity, not through some guy saving the day, but through a sister's love. It's that complexity that makes this poem so good. All right, so beyond the epic story of Goblin Market, Rossetti was an absolute master of the short, personal poem. Her sonnets are these quiet, profound meditations on love, memory, and loss. Just listen to the opening of one of her most beloved sonnets. Remember. It starts with this hauntingly simple line: "Remember me when I am gone away." It's a plea that immediately creates this quiet intimacy and gets you ready for a really deep thought about mortality. And here's the beautiful, selfless twist. The speaker starts by asking to be remembered, right? But by the end, she says it's actually better to forget and smile than to remember and be sad. She puts her loved one's happiness above her own legacy. I mean, that's just an incredible display of deep, selfless love, all said with such simple elegance. And her emotional range was just immense. You read a poem like A Birthday and she's completely exuberant, just celebrating the joy of love. Then you turn to Uphill and she's painting life as this difficult but hopeful spiritual climb. Then you have the quiet reverence of the Christmas carol in The Bleak Midwinter, or the calm acceptance of death in Song. Every single poem shows you another facet of her incredibly deep, spiritual and emotional world.
So, when you boil it all down, why are we still reading Christina Rossetti today? What's her ultimate legacy? Well, I think it lies in her incredible ability to speak to the deepest parts of what it means to be human.
At the end of the day, this is why she's still such a vital voice. Her work just keeps hitting home because of its sheer lyrical beauty, its intense and honest look at faith, and its profound, unflinching dives into our inner lives. She gave a voice to feelings and struggles that are absolutely timeless.
And that kind of leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Her poem, Uphill, frames life as this tough spiritual journey. So, thinking about your own life, which of its uphill journeys does her poetry maybe help you understand?